Oi, welcome to the FU. This is the Not So Grandstands podcast, and the intro is right because Spoo's not with us anymore.
He was cancelled.
Spoo got cancelled.
He's no longer allowed on the show. He's been cancelled, and yeah.
Apparently said the T word.
What's the T word?
Trent.
Yeah, let's go with that. He said the T word.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, no, Spoo's just studying, so it's a very actually lame reason why he's not here.
Needs an education, really.
Yeah, but we have Tyrell replacing him on his debut.
Yeah!
My special clap.
Cringe, bro. Tyrell is on your far left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just had to get that right,
Left. School left.
Spoo left and he's been replaced by Terrell on your left.
Exactly.
It's very if you think about it, it's philosophical.
Right.
Yeah.
It was right with right and left.
Yeah, that was a deal.
It was okay, right?
But you know,
Okay, but yeah, we haven't done the podcast for a while, so the topic's a bit old, but you know, we're still gonna talk about it, still important. The FIFA Best Awards.
can I segue into it anyway?
Okay, yeah, segue, sorry, rewind, just pretend you didn't hear
Segue.
any of that.
Yeah,
Okay,
that one
go.
wasn't the best. But speaking of the best,
Guys, someone signed it right now. Oh my goodness.
So many
Yo,
signatures should have been
those-
done by now, and they haven't been, and it's a shame. But there was no bar, and there was no point to any of that. What I just said now.
He
But you
speaks
know-
like Tiger. Remember you said that's how Tiger raps?
yeah,
Like there's a
it's
bull up.
like, yeah, like there's something
And it
coming.
doesn't
and
go
then
anywhere.
Yeah.
Signatures, sign.
But yeah, back to football. So overall, Messi won. There was some like weird stuff with the voting, with like, cause I don't know everyone who votes, but it's like captains and things like that. And one guy,
People who don't have time to watch the game, basically.
yeah, you know those guys.
Yeah.
So, but then it's like the guy came out and said, "I didn't vote for Messi. This is wrong. Anything that they say about me is wrong."
So you got the whole
Thank
Egypt
you.
claiming our votes didn't even count at all.
Yeah.
It's like,
I will say that I don't know if I'm right or not, but I saw some people talking about how they didn't even vote for Salah. Am I right? Yeah. Royalty.
But you know how much votes he got from like Egypt itself, though.
Oh yeah. With the presidential thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and he
and,
was.
and like I heard they didn't want to count it for some specific reason.
That was the first meaningful contribution from Tyrell. Can you have a? I didn't say anything up to that point. Okay, carry on. Alright.
This is fame.
Just
this
watch
is
the
fame.
beat. Watch the beat.
This is fame.
so I don't know about the awards. I only care about the Puskas Award because you know, an award for goals. Everything else is
Yeah, cause it's like it and the Ballon d'Or split, so it's like,
yeah.
why'd you guys have to do that?
So I
Yeah,
care.
what do you count now? Do you go, yes, Messi and Ronaldo have 5 Ballon d'Ors, and somebody's gonna have like 12, the best.
best?
And it's like,
You know what I think?
I don't know.
I think you take it like films because
Wow.
Let him get to where he's going.
films have an
It's like-
award circuit.
It's
to where
more
they
like
have
the
awards.
Grammys and all of that.
Yeah, like you know how
Alright.
different awards get given for different things.
So you're telling me those people are basically getting plaques.
Yet
Yeah.
type
Like
situation,
the Ballon d'Or is the Grammy itself.
type thing,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
And then this is a
exactly what it
BET. Who's gonna say a BET isn't as good as a Grammy? I dare you. I'll tell you, racist.
What?
Why would you
Exactly.
say Grammy?
I know.
Why
no,
would you
that's
say
not
racist?
racist at
Because
all.
it's black entertainment television.
Exactly.
And you'd have to hate on black people if
Wait,
To
did you
hate
say
on-
music or movies?
Yeah, you
both,
changed like
yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna.
Both. we just
I'm not gonna pick one, he's just go with
I
both.
swear the Grammys are music and the Oscars are films, and I thought you said
Yeah.
but
we keep it rolling.
you get the
also
point.
wins Oscars for music, so you know.
Exactly.
Eminem has an Oscar.
It's
I
a
don't know if
something-
that's relevant, but
Yeah, but
he has
that's
one.
was
more
that-
like
was that for
music
8
videos
Mile?
and all of that.
or what?
Did he not rap
Oh.
in 8 Mile?
He did. He rapped very well also.
Yes. That being said, Ludacris has a bar that goes only rapper in the game with the Grammy and the Oscar.
Luda.
And he's also a liar.
Yeah, but he acted.
Yeah, I know. Eminem also acted.
Eminem did
This
act, but
TV
was it
show.
acting?
Ah,
I feel like he was just
He
himself.
was being himself.
Oh.
You call being yourself acting.
Yes,
Guys, this isn't
sometimes
the
it's a
FU, the
mask.
film universe. It's the
Oh yeah,
FU, the
coming
football
soon.
universe.
The film universe.
Maybe.
Logo drop.
If we have time sometime in life, because I mean,
Wow.
probably
Yes.
not. People like
FIFA
Spoo
Best.
just studying, leaving us. So I mean, I doubt we're gonna have time.
Like,
But you know,
talk
it's
about priorities.
we can dream. You know.
But yeah, so my biggest thing with those awards, the best awards, was the team of the year because it was garbage. I mean,
Marcelo.
Yeah,
Marcelo.
disgusting.
garbage.
So I'm gonna read out the team. So it was Allison in goal. So
Well
let's
deserved.
discuss it one by one. So Allison in goal, I feel like that's deserved.
Fair enough.
Well
Yeah.
deserved.
I mean, won the most things, lots of clean
Let's
sheets.
give
Yeah, I
who
mean-
would have been if it wasn't him.
As well,
Junior.
not the Copa America, but something else.
Yeah, it was the Copa America.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
okay, we
and
won
clean
that.
sheets in there.
conceding 1 goal. Sheesh.
If not, maybe Ter Stegen just because of how good he was,
Yeah, let's go.
Or
not because of how much he won, or Oblak just
Who's
because.
actually better than all of them?
Yeah, Oblak is the best keeper, but
All
Allison
rounded.
is the best.
All round.
Yeah, I had the
Keeper.
best year.
There's a difference.
Did you not? Did no one else? Okay, wait.
They'll sign you next time.
He will not
I
be.
didn't yet.
It's okay. So then left back, which is one of the controversial ones, Marcelo.
Dog.
What?
Left.
What? He had like 4 assists last season and 1 goal or something like that. They kept like
Respect.
they kept like no clean sheets for Real Madrid. They were
Yeah,
terrible. How did he get in at all?
You couldn't even get into the team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
Madrid
right.
team.
Let alone.
But
Just like is it a Regulon?
yeah, already
Like,
on. And I mean, now he's at Sevilla. Shout out to him. But
yeah, you know, playing
Okay,
there.
who should have actually been? in it?
Robertson.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
that's the
so-
obvious one.
Yeah.
Like,
At least somebody was a regular starter. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm
I
surprised
thought
they
about
haven't
saying that
chosen-
one, but I decided not to. So
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't choose anyone like more people from the final. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Spurs people didn't even get a look.
Yeah,
I asked
like,
people-
Yeah, but I mean,
fairly so.
fair
it's not
enough.
as if. Oh my
No,
God.
I'm just saying, like, they didn't get a look. It's not like they were the best ones, but they were better than the Madrid players. That's
yeah,
it.
that I would put.
They were, yeah.
But
yeah.
like, but still,
Yeah,
yeah. So
I think
they didn't
Rose
deserve
had
to be in
a
it. They're not in it.
good-
Fair enough. But
Yeah.
Marcelo, that's
It's like,
trash decision.
man,
It's
can't
without a
defend.
doubt the trash decision.
You know
in
what else
every
can't
way.
defend? Marcelo, sorry.
He can't defend.
Well, who you say can
Marcelo.
defend?
Marcelo.
Marcelo can defend.
What
In
can he
defense of Marcelo.
Wow. It makes sense.
Bruh.
Oh, we should be today.
I feel like
Yeah,
Yes,
let's
what-
not let's not underrate Marcelo though. He's still
Yeah.
a fantastic left back.
Yeah, but like
this
this think
season.
about like 3 seasons ago, probably like he was one of the best, but not.
Yeah.
Let's
not
Yeah,
this
I-
season.
Last season he was not even close. So I would
Mhm.
easily put Roberts in there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
easily. But then other centre back, Van Dijk.
Let's
I
do
mean-
them, let's do them together. No.
Are you-
I'm gonna
Okay,
do
so
them
the two
separately and
centre
together.
backs were
Should
Van
do them
Dijk and De Ligt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean,
But
De Ligt is like because I mean he
but
kept
you're thinking about who you're gonna replace instead, though. That's what you're thinking.
There's
Yeah.
a lot.
yeah.
But
So
like who
I
though?
don't know if there's a lot, guys.
so I feel like
There's a
we can
lot.
all agree Van Dijk easy
Yeah.
done. De Ligt was more, but it's because he won the league with Ajax, captained them at 19 to semi-final in the Champions
There's
League.
good reason why he won it, but
So it's-
somebody else could have also
It's
won
pretty
it.
much almost as good as anyone can do at Ajax.
Mm-hmm.
So
But like, I don't know who else you could include besides the Licks. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like who would
Yeah.
you replace
The
instead?
pensioners.
Which
The
pensioners?
pensioners.
Chiellini.
Those pensioners weren't
Who
better
would
than
throw
him.
him?
They're like like Chiellini got
They're
injured
better,
probably like the round of 16.
players. But if I had to talk about like the
The
year,
year they had.
yeah,
I
maybe Koulibaly, but they
Yeah.
still didn't do anything great. He was just great on his own, but they didn't
Yeah.
do anything as a team. So it's
I
hard.
have
Maybe Vertonghen could
Sure,
be Vertonghen
sure.
or Alderweireld could be a good
Yeah.
shout
I'd-
because of
I'd
how
say-
good they were for Tottenham.
I'd say
And-
Alderweireld over because I think Vertonghen was injured for a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, and how they tried him at left back or left wing back rather.
That he
Yeah.
destroyed that
Yeah, he
game.
was
Yeah,
really
but-
good. But I'd still put Delic there. It's the other pick in defense that I'm also
Oh,
mad at. Not
disgusting. They
Uh,
even
I-
made room for this man at right back. Sergio
I-
Ramos at right back.
Oh.
That's
What the hell are these guys thinking?
yeah, this guy is not 19.
But bear in mind, this is all like a voting system, though.
yeah, that's
So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's,
No,
it's
no,
just
no,
not
no, no.
based off like
No.
play sometimes. It's more
No. But the
Just
position part of it should be correct. Even if they want to put Ramos at a centre back, you can't change your position and
No,
fit
but
him
like
in
I
there.
think they vote for defenders as a whole,
Yeah.
not each
But-
position.
No, they-
specifically.
no, but
No, they
like
do.
right
position.
back.
They do it
No,
pos-
they-
it's
I
the
don't
best
think
in
they
each
do it right back
position.
specifically.
It's the best in each position.
It's each in
It's
each,
very
each
clearly
position.
the top,
Best 11.
So it's without a doubt for position.
Who would decide on the formation and whatnot?
I think they just decide on it each year. So like I'm sure it used to be a 4-4-2, And now
Yeah,
the most
yeah,
popular
used to
one
be
is a 4-3-3.
You don't think
Yeah.
the vote is just open and then the person with the most votes, you then fit the team around what whoever's got. You'll see. Oh, okay. There's 5 midfielders. We might have to try 3 or something.
Well, the thing is that can't be like that because then what if you have Messi, Ronaldo, Salah, Mane, Mbappe, Firmino? It's like
Yeah,
You
now
can't.
you have to play like
You
You
can't
can't put
Hazard.
So you pick the formation ahead of time.
you have
And
to
fit
because
into
you
it.
can't fit 7 attacking players.
Maybe they go with what's
Like
the most
that.
prominent like formation.
Yeah,
Because obviously, if the best teams are playing the same formation, it makes sense.
I
to
did
put
say
it
that
on.
a little bit ago, but
Yeah.
He did say
No,
it.
now we-
I'm saying it.
We're now on the same page.
yeah, but yeah. So, then
So
who's
who
the
should
right
be
back?
right back?
Trent.
Guys, I don't understand how the Liverpool fullbacks were completely ignored. Laporte was completely ignored just so they could fit in the likes of Ramos and them.
It's like the OGs. Like,
Yeah, they're
you
just like,
needed to put them
they've
right.
been there for a while. Just leave them there.
I mean, at least put Piqué. Just make it a little bit more believable.
Yeah.
Ramos and them shit 49 goals in the league alone. 49.
In the league, and
And
then
the
they
defenders.
and they went out in the round of 16
Like
to
I-
Ajax.
Like you
And
have
all-
Varane instead of Ramos there any day.
Like I should.
That's a big shout.
Last
That's
year-
a big shout.
Last year I give it to Ramos.
Hey,
Varane was shit last year. Sheesh.
Even more so than
He was, the contract and like the place.
Yeah.
Everything was a bit shaky. But what I will say, some people have been saying that Reece James is better than Trent. And I just like to hear the argument because I don't know. For me, I don't care about either.
Okay, so Reece James in it right back for the Best Awards.
Yes.
Julius,
What are you saying?
do you
Don't put
agree
that
with
on
it?
me. I never
No,
said
no, I'm
that.
not saying. I didn't say you said it. I'm just asking. What's your opinion on that? If we put Reece James in
He
there?
didn't play last season.
Oh
Oh
wow!
my
On your
God.
debut.
Jesus.
On your debut.
Whoa!
The worst thing possible.
That's
Whoa!
poor. That's
And he's not
poor.
even.
Like-
I'm not gonna say.
13 minutes in, it'll be more like
Let's rate the
11.
debut. Who's? Let's rate the debut.
When do we come? We rate the debut afterwards.
We
No,
can't- the
no, no,
debu's
no.
not done, so
It's
you
not
can't
done,
rate it
but it's
now.
like you've already
Like,
given
like,
away
are you
everything.
guys?
It's not done.
It could get better from here.
It's
Yeah.
like
it
the
could.
Ligt.
It's
It's like
possible.
the Ligt on all of
Yeah.
his debuts. That man just scores own goals. Gets,
Yeah,
gets
it's
subbed
like
off
that.
at halftime.
No, but if you do that, then they can't expect you to be better.
We deviate.
Stay on topic, guys. Stay on topic.
Oh!
We'll start warming up.
You're 20 minutes substitution.
We're not gonna wait for halftime. There's no point.
Alright, guys.
Yo. This is definitely the earliest roasting you guys ever had.
We'll do it when the camera cuts in. That's our halftime.
I actually thought Spoo was there, so I was just mocking him.
Me too. I think just me too. I look over like, oh.
Hey, but let's at least respect. You didn't walk off like Tino.
Yeah, Tino would have walked off by now.
Because I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't. Try me.
So what you're
It's
saying
not my
is,
debut. It's
what
not
you're
my
saying
debut.
is,
What I'm saying is,
let
let
me
me
tell you,
I'll tell you what I'm saying. I'll tell you what I'm saying. I'll tell you
Like,
what I'm saying.
I don't jump off. Please.
Do it, and I walk. Straight there, it is on the floor right now.
Table.
Please stay, Tino. We need you.
Listen, don't beg me. I only deal with people who love themselves. People who love themselves don't beg.
How did that turn to a shot?
Dog.
It's not a shot. It's not a shot.
You don't love yourself?
I don't love my. I don't know. I was trying to get you
I
to
got
stay.
It's not a shot. It's not a shot.
But guys, Modric loves himself.
Hold on. We still need to hear what about his opinion on
Reece
Reece James.
I'm just trying to,
You know what it is?
Reece
No, no, no.
James.
But this
He
is
also loves himself.
like De Ligt is in the team, not because he's a better player than somebody else, but because he performed.
Yeah.
This is Ramos.
Reece James did not get an opportunity to perform, so you can't put him in this list, specifically this list. That's my
Well, he
response.
performed at Wigan, but
Yeah, Wigan.
it's at Wigan, so you know.
Yusuf will
This is
agree too.
FIFA Best Awards. The standards,
Okay.
aren't they? You don't think
I'm
so?
glad you said that.
Thank you.
It is
Thank
what
you
it
for
is.
I
clearing that up.
appreciate that.
But he is better as a player.
Then
Okay.
who?
But that's not what
Then
we're talking
Ramos.
about.
Break it down for them. I don't
Yeah.
think they understand.
Better than Ramos as a
So
player.
do you not mind? So do you want me to take 2 minutes and go into
No,
why
I
I
want you
think
to do
Reece
this
James
at
is
the
better
end.
than Arnold?
I want you to do
I'll hold on to it. Yeah.
Yeah, please
Okay.
hold on.
Because
to it.
I don't want to ruin your list and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of time left.
Yeah, we know it left. Like,
Yeah. I appreciate it, you know? It's a little weird because it's alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Luka Modric,
Yes.
Ballon d'Or winner, FIFA the best men's guy winner.
Yes.
Should not have been in the team.
Yeah, I mean,
Agree.
pretty much any Real Madrid
Should-
player should
yeah,
have
I
been in
was
the
about to
team.
say that.
Not one.
He was also trash.
Grateful.
I saw a tweet saying it's crazy how Modric went from being one of the most underrated to overrated in like 1 year.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's so accurate.
Yeah.
That's
What
really
does that even
accurate.
happen?
I actually came up with the tweet now. I'm telling you.
Right, okay.
Thank you.
We still give you
That's
credit.
very accurate.
It was still a tweet.
It's very accurate.
You read the tweet.
Yeah, no.
We wouldn't have heard it being
I
read.
wrote it. I wrote it.
It would have never
It's
come to
mine.
us if he didn't see it.
It's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
If you wrote it, but then you also read it after, so
Exactly.
I'm not
exactly.
excluding that possibility.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Wow.
Modric
Yep.
in the team.
But yeah,
Modric-
Modric, I don't know how
Yeah.
that makes any sense at all.
So what? It's a 3-man midfield. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
3-man
Three
midfield.
man on paper, but you know, when you get
I
on
mean-
the field, Hazard is.
I mean, like, wait, when first of all did the World Cup like into it?
The World Cup is not involved in this
Yeah.
at all.
This
But
is
I
just-
feel like they might be playing a part in like that.
It was just because like he won it last time. We can't just drop him out of it completely.
Yeah.
But it's like
It looks bad on them.
yeah,
They-
it's just
they-
this whole thing doesn't look good. It's just okay. But then other options for that.
For Modric.
I'm gonna say David Silva.
Yeah, David Silva had a really
Yes.
good
Did Bernardo get in?
No,
No
Bernardo
way,
Silva
Bernardo
didn't get in.
Come on.
Wait, but if you're doing
Just wait,
one
just
of
like-
the 3 midfields and then we're gonna bring up people and then one of them's gonna make it and then we're gonna move on to the next person and we're gonna bring up the same 3 people. Should we not also do the 3 at the same time?
Okay, we'll do all 3 of them then. But so it's like one of them. So okay, then the other one's De Jong.
Mhm.
I feel like
Yeah, I'd get him in there.
No, but I mean like
They didn't
last
make it
season
to
he
the
had a
final.
good season.
Yeah, but
yeah, he had a
yeah,
really
but
good
he wasn't
season.
influential.
But then okay, yeah, then
Before
there's
the-
Hazard.
But who are the alternatives?
Then there's Hazard, who's in that team, who's not really a midfielder, but they just fit
Yeah,
him
we
in.
actually fit
Nah, I
him
feel like
in.
they just like
Yeah, so I
need
feel
to put him
like
in somewhere like just
Yeah.
put him in.
Because he
It's a
deserves to
4-2-4.
be in it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That formation in FIFA, it's not in there anymore, but it was in like FIFA 11. I played that. So nice.
It's a 4-2.
You just play all the attackers in one team,
Can't
even
you
the 2
just drop
centre.
Messi. Just drop Messi into the cam, then you put Hazard.
Oh.
Messi is right now.
I mean, kind of, but you know, that's the formation. So it's just
Yeah.
these people. They also picked a weird formation with us. So, but then for the other options for midfield, I'm gonna say if you're gonna pick an Ajax midfielder, Tadic.
Okay, I don't know if.
No, but then I'd be more of a winger. though.
He was just very versatile. Also, he played a lot at camp. So Tadic or Ziyech.
I think De Jong deserves to be there, but the other guys didn't get a look at all.
Yeah.
So that was criminal. Like you don't even nominate Tadic for like attacker of the year in the Champions League.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys. That guy was everywhere doing everything. Chowing Madrid. They made it in the team. So it's like,
Yeah.
but I still feel like De Jong deserves to be in the team.
Yeah, and I think Hazard also
Yeah.
is fair to be in the team. He had a great season last season at Chelsea.
Mhm.
Won Europa League. He was good in that. He wasn't. It's weird. He was Europa League player of the tournament as well, but he barely played in the tournament.
this-
Yeah.
All this is just proof that Perez and his money, they talk.
He drops that. Did
Yeah,
you guys see
they
the
talk.
Madrid game over the weekend? I think it was over the weekend. Where
Against-
they played.
the
Was the
horrible-
weekend?
the
Against
horrible game.
Atletico?
Yeah, that
No,
was
not
the
Let's Go. It
draw.
was now. The game that they played recently in the Champions League.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
Oh,
where they came
ass.
out, they were losing. Then
Ah,
they
we'll
paid
talk-
some people, and then the ref was making some questionable calls. Say that I'm lying if you watch the game.
We'll get to Champions League after.
Ah,
We'll get to Champions League second half
But what
of
I
the
did want to
podcast,
say
pretty
is-
much.
sorry, just to put it in there. You know, I'm working on this idea just based off fantasy first
Listen
and
to
foremost. But it's like defensive midfielders,
Yes.
they just get fucked, bro. Every time on every like awards in terms
Oh.
of points on fantasy, in terms of appreciation, because there's no clear output. Like no, you can't say goals, assists, like passes even really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can do that, but nobody really cares.
who
Yeah,
cares?
they probably like rate them off like defending wise only.
You get what I'm saying? And that is the way that like because they are defensive midfielders.
But it's like-
yeah.
They don't rate them highly enough.
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's not like everybody in that midfield is a box to box either. They're not doing two
No.
jobs.
Yeah, De Jong is the only box to box there.
You get what I'm
And
saying?
he's not even that
He's
box
not
to
even
box.
a box to box really.
I don't know if there are any box-to-box midfielders anymore.
Wijnaldum?
Like, you
Wijnaldum?
know,
Everybody
yeah,
has
it's
to
It's
be a box to box now.
quite a few.
Yeah.
De
a
Bruyne.
few. Yeah, a few.
De Bruyne is in the box.
Oh,
Th-
you'll-
th-
no,
he's
that
not a
man,
box to
that
box.
man is box to box. That man
What
can
does box-to-box
defend.
mean?
He can defend when
What
you're
is he
doing
both attacking
defensive
and
work
defensive?
and attacking work.
So if you play in a team like City, nobody's forced to be a box-to-box midfielder.
But he still defends.
What I'm saying is if you're doing defensive work in the front, that's not box to box.
Yeah.
Like you have
Yeah.
to have the legs like Ander Herrera, even Gay. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He'll put. You know what I'm saying?
Like a
Even
good player from
Egypt
Arsenal, you
player.
could say is like Guendouzi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guendouzi kills that shit.
Because he's very energetic.
So
He's
it's your
up and
ability
down.
to run with the ball.
Yeah, it's
No,
like
no,
really.
No, it's just when you're.
I'm asking questions
It's like
because I
when
don't
you're all
know.
Yeah,
over
we're
the pitch,
answering the
basically.
question.
Yeah.
Is
You
Kante
can
box to box?
Yeah.
Kante is becoming a box, but
Yeah,
that's
now
why it's not
now he's becoming one. But like,
Yeah.
I think Idrissa Gueye is more of a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
But like, Kante now, before Kante and Idrissa Gueye were the same type of player, but now Kante seems to be.
Post Sari.
Yeah. So I think we could include him in that conversation. But yeah, anyway, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, so then any other nominations for who should replace pretty much Modric there? So I mean, it's
David
hard.
Silva.
Yeah, David Silva, and it's hard not to include a Liverpool player in pretty much every of these
Yeah.
positions, at least in the conversation.
That's why I'm not speaking.
Not to say they definitely should have won it, but at least
Yeah.
in the conversation, because like Wijnaldum was great. He was instrumental in that Champions
No,
League in
yeah,
the
yeah.
comeback.
So yeah, they're just
against
so
that.
unsexy. That's the reason. Like Liverpool
Yeah.
players are very unsexy.
I
Because
mean-
I didn't even think of Ronaldo. And if
Yeah,
I'm being
it's
fair,
like-
that he should be in it, but he's
It's
just.
like a Henderson,
He doesn't
Fabinho.
stand out,
It's
like-
ah.
But
These
he's
guys were.
They were
Ronaldo
great
should be
though,
in it.
but I feel like Wijnaldum is definitely
Yeah.
a player that should be there
Mhm.
for me.
So we got David Silva, we got Ronaldo, and we've got De Jong.
Don't forget to mention.
Oh, Hazard's there as well.
What
Good
about De
thing.
Bruyne?
Yeah,
De Bruyne was injured the whole
Yeah,
season, so
So, Fernandinho as well. Yeah,
he was
I-
injured
I-
a lot as well. So I
He
wouldn't
was
put him
injured a
there
lot, but
either.
he was still great.
You could
When
tell
he
he was
played.
injured because
Yeah.
every time he was injured, they were shaky as
Yeah.
fuck.
And remember they lost those 2 games in December.
Yeah.
Like,
Ended up playing Stones in that position.
you're like, come on, Stones, do it. And Stones is just bad everywhere, bro. Yeah.
You know why? Because he doesn't believe in himself.
No.
Yeah, you
Believe in
But
yourself.
another underrated like defensive midfielder like Fabinho,
Wait for it.
Yeah.
very underrated.
I'm not trying to talk about Liverpool players right now because I don't want this to
Don't
sound
do that because
biased.
others will just skip over. If you didn't mention,
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying.
Okay.
But I just wouldn't think to. I
Yeah,
don't, you know.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you gotta say
So-
it. Facts.
But either way, it's only one slot that
Yeah.
we're really debating here.
Yeah, because De Jong and Hazard were supposed to.
Yeah.
enough.
So what? We're adding David Silva.
I don't know. We don't have to add
Bernardo.
one. There's
I'll add
Like,
Bernardo
you
Silva.
even forgetting like Pjanic from Juventus. Was they had a good season?
Yeah.
And he did have a good year.
He did have
a good, but I wouldn't say he's
Yeah,
up
he's
in this
not-
bracket. He's like the one below.
Yeah.
My pick would be
So-
Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, he also
Yeah.
because he
You
did
said
play
something-
there.
Sorry, he said something interesting.
What did I
Say
say?
it.
I
A player who you just gave out now.
Don't put me on the spot.
Bro, you
I forgot
literally
what I
just said the
said.
player's name.
I forgot.
Ericsson.
Ericsson.
Eriksen.
Yes.
I did say
Yeah, that is also a good shout.
because he did make to the final and he was influential.
Yeah, he was arguably their best player.
I'd put him in it if it wasn't me personally.
But yeah, so for the midfield, fair enough. There was a lot of tough decisions to make, but Modric.
Yeah.
Was yeah.
Besides that, I
They
think
could, they could be like slash players, like just slash.
Modric slash De Jong slash Tadic slash.
Yeah. Beyond that, I can't argue with the rest of the team. They just went with the easy picks. They throw Messi
Yeah,
in there,
up
throw
front-
Hazard, throw Ronaldo. Mbappe scored too many goals for us to argue with. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, up front it's Mbappe, Ronaldo, Messi.
So it doesn't count that Liverpool won the Champions League.
No, it
It-
does.
So
No, I'm just- I'm not-
yeah,
I'm
so
No, but like in like all fact, like I mean, think of Mane over
Yeah.
Mbappe's season. Why wouldn't you include Mane instead though?
it's just the amount of goals Mbappe scored
Yeah, it
was a
just-
lot more.
But you think about the different leagues though. Like,
Yeah,
that's
no.
what you're thinking about.
Yeah, yeah, the leagues definitely should.
Problem is I don't want to start talking about farmers leagues because we usually say this and then the best teams from that league come through and hammer Spurs 7-2. So it's like it really just makes the argument difficult to carry.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Mbappe would score a bunch of goals everywhere.
Yeah, so I mean, fair enough, but then there was players like Mane who are
Yeah.
close and were in the
Yeah, in the
discussion. at least.
conversation.
Yeah, Mane, Salah, Lewandowski, Firmino. I don't want to keep Aguero, Sterling.
Yeah,
He wasn't
Sterling
even on
definitely
the
has
short
to be
list
there.
to
He
make
wasn't
it into the
ew,
team.
crazy.
So,
Martial, Rashford.
Darlington and Carroll. Since we just listed
We're just,
random.
no,
I'm
we're just
over-
going
Lord
downhill.
Bednar.
Yo.
Wow.
What's it? Dumbia,
Jeez, that guy was quick.
Ibarbo,
He was so
and
fast.
Dumbia, Ibarbo, and
You met
Jorginho.
Ahmed Musa.
Yo.
Ahmed
Ahmed.
Musa was a- yo.
I just went Ahmed.
We're just naming fast players now.
Yeah.
No.
Ahmed.
Yagni.
Salah on FIFA 14.
Salah,
Nothing
today.
else. Rio Miyaichi.
I don't know who that is.
Is an Arsenal kid.
Him and
I
Bin
don't
Abri
know
came
who
up
it is.
together, kinda.
But anyway,
Yeah, it's gonna have me glowed up. What?
He's winning. I don't know. I didn't know people use the word with the phrase blow up.
He didn't know.
You
He
know what it
was
is?
shocked.
You know what it is?
Blood up. What?
It sounds appropriate. It sounds appropriate.
It works.
I think it works.
So I guess that's how we wrap up this segment of BAM! And now, Champions League results.
Champion.
When did we start back again?
Oh.
No, don't
Yo,
you?
that was the worst clap.
Nothing beats us.
Because this is all in there.
I was about to say something about Down syndrome, but then I realized
Yo, you guys are.
that is not right.
No, we call it up syndrome
Wow. But yeah, Champions League.
It's just okay, so you know to like erase everything.
Nah, that's all in.
No.
Yes.
This man wants us cancelled for
I'm
real.
not cancelled.
Once said racism is good.
I showed you the thing, right? I showed you the thing.
That's not.
Show me, what the hell?
Guys, we have
I'm just saying the
screenshots.
That's
got a
not
tweet
even what the
saying,
meme is.
I say I don't like black people.
It's like,
What was it? It was I hate black
I
people.
know.
Was the thing.
Guys, why is Bernardo not cancelled?
Bernardo,
He
you
should
know,
be cancelled.
you never speak about Bernardo being cancelled. I think the biggest problem in the situation was his manager.
Yeah, Pep is a puss.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I just need to do some like
Pimps
bullshit
racist.
that YouTubers do all the time. Get us to 100 likes and we'll show you guys the tweet.
Oh,
The
Oh
meme.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
show you the racist.
So in
It's
3
funny.
years' time, when this gets to 100 likes,
It's hilarious. It's so hilarious. It's worth the wait.
yeah, and we really have to explain the whole story because the creator,
Context.
it was impressive.
It's all about. I'm gonna show you after this, bro. It's
And this sounds
hilarious.
really bad, me saying that this was really impressive right now, because people don't understand it. They just heard that I said I hate black people or whatever that was.
Why did you whisper? He hates black people.
I didn't
He hates.
whisper.
Black people, I hated bad. Anyway.
Yeah.
Pep also hates black people. And for real.
I think that's confirmed. I used to think that's just the
For
thing
real.
people say. But it's
Dog.
true.
The
He doesn't
ass
mind
is bad.
Fernandinho though.
Ah, no,
Dude
Fernandinho.
is not black.
He doesn't mind
He's
bending.
Brazilian. He's like,
He's only a tad for a black.
Yeah.
It's like a
Journalist.
touch of a tall, bro.
he's just not enough for Pep to hate him.
Yeah, he's favela.
Mendy's
He's not
pretty
like
black.
African.
The journalist put Pep here, and he ran into the corner, and just they gave him a chance to run away from the racist whatever, and he's like,
Guys,
"No, but
I am racist.
yeah, but no, Benjamin Mendy looks like the thing."
You lie.
That was his thing. He looks like the thing.
You say
What was
that?
that
Yeah.
when they said Benjamin Mendy?
I mean, come on.
Come on,
Come on
guys.
now.
He doesn't. He looks like.
Come on.
That's like.
The only reason it's racist because it's not accurate. He isn't that black. Like if he was that black, it would be funny. He's not
What?
actually that black. What?
Yo, by the way, I
What?
just found out my baby brother thought Pep Guardiola was black the whole time.
What? You
Huh?
never seen him?
You see
What?
him? But he
He's
thought
like-
Pep Guardiola was black until last week.
That's not even a black name. Guardiola.
Yeah, like, I thought the guy was black the whole time.
Hectic.
So,
But yeah, Champions League.
Guardiola
Big
Shout out,
try-
shout out to Thomas brother, the right one this time.
Yeah, the right one. You got the right one this time.
Shout out.
What?
Guys, I don't remember some of the results because they're super irrelevant.
Because you put bets on them.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, I put bets on all of them anyway, even though they were irrelevant.
You heard that in Bali? Did you hear?
Yeah,
Irrelevant.
Bali, I lost. Quit gambling. It ruins lives.
Shout out
Just
to
not
Bali.
Shout out to Mbali. We should have that as a part of the intro now. Shout out Mbali.
Yeah, shout out Bali.
Let me
Shout
just
out
start.
to Bali. What's that guy's name? What? What's going on? What?
What?
What? What the Champions League? What do you think, guys?
What are you even trying to talk about?
I'm talking about the Champions League and
No,
what do we
What?
Do you mean Pickle Man who
Pickle
comments
Man.
on this
That's
stuff?
what it is.
Oh,
How? But the Champions League. What do you guys think?
I think I didn't care about a lot of the games because group stages.
Ouch.
Most of them don't matter.
Ouch.
Hectic.
I care about mine because it's my team. But I only care that we won. I didn't really.
Yo, there was good games in Champions League though. Crazy games.
I mean, the Tottenham
The-
versus Bayern.
Hey, that
Oh,
was
you should
hard.
start with that. Jeez. Oh.
Yo, I started my Pochettino agenda a while ago, and like I don't even want to do it anymore. He's just making it too easy.
Fact, at least he's not getting. Sorry.
Guys, finish your sentences.
Sorry.
You know what's going on?
Sorry, Lampard.
I don't understand.
I don't get it either.
I feel like I should be offended, but it's
Do you understand?
I don't know. I don't know how it is.
Anyway, Lampard.
But Lampard.
Yeah, what I also wanted to say was that Real Madrid game was fire.
We didn't.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Tottenham's horribleness.
I think we should
speak,
go on
bro,
Tottenham.
so speak, so speak.
I didn't at the beginning of the season even think about Bayern. So I'm surprised. I don't know if that means Tottenham was really bad or Bayern was really good.
I'm gonna say both. If it's that scoreline, it has to be both.
But 7-1 is a spectacular score. Like it's not supposed to happen like that.
7-2. Give
Yeah.
Tottenham the respect they deserve.
Respect. That's not. You're not gonna laugh at that.
Respect. To
No.
Did you not get? Tino.
I should have done this.
It's okay. Sign him.
I
I'll
got
say
it.
it.
It's
Sign him.
alright.
Sign him. Alright.
Oh, we don't
You
know
can't
what
say
we
sign
don't
him every
consider
single
sign.
time. It doesn't work like that.
We're only
Anyway.
Manchester United
Harry Kane is definitely leaving these guys now that they're bad again.
and Eriksen. Sorry.
Ericsson was always leaving on a free too.
Yeah. January.
Yo,
This out of Barrel. No.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Vertonghen both.
Yeah, all
Both-
of these guys.
Yeah,
And
bro.
how did that happen?
With the shaky centre back.
Yeah.
But how did that happen? Like, that wasn't supposed to happen.
This is
That's
crazy,
racist.
guys. Tottenham really might have just a full new team that's just ass.
But you know what they say caused this was
They're
like
gonna
the
go
fact-
back to where they belong.
Yeah.
No, but I mean like Pochettino, like he's thinking of leaving. That's what's causing like an upset in the dressing room itself.
It could be that this
Thinking
guy
of
is
leaving
trying to
does-
do a FIFA career mode thing. You know, when you're about to leave and you don't renew your best player's contract so you can sign them
Sign them again.
Ah.
Next level stuff.
bro.
And the next job might be Madrid.
Just like Arsene
Could be
Wenger.
United.
It could very well be
It was just like Arsene Wenger when he signed Gnabry so he can sell him so that then he can go and beat Tottenham 7-2
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
score 4 goals against them.
Yes.
The Wenger masterclass at it again.
Shout out Wenger.
What a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be your man soon. But that's
He
not-
really could be.
Yeah.
And I said this a
United.
while ago, but I don't know if this was probably even before we started the YouTube channel. I wouldn't mind him as a manager. Just because I feel like at Arsenal it got bad at the end just because it was like kind of old and just it got a little
It's
stale.
like the same
Yeah.
tactics.
Yeah, he's
Every
been there
time.
too
But
long.
his style of football is nice.
Yeah.
It is, it really is.
Yeah, but it's nice. He's a great manager, one of the best.
Mhm.
He did good things at Arsenal. So
Literally Arsenal's best, Arsenal's top. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Is there
He's the
anybody
guy.
else?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the guy.
Like, I
Herbert
literally
Chapman.
don't remember anyone else.
From like the
That's
30s.
reason. Before him.
You read about him in books and stuff.
I've never read a
It's in
Chapman
books.
book. I've never Who reads books anymore, dog?
Yeah,
It's
but about
2019.
football.
You fucking nerd. What I want to say, imagine having your guy just like shaking ass for another team. Who you call is your rival. That's what you said.
Hudson, you take control of this podcast.
That's what they
Where did
say.
it come from?
That's what they say. Like, it's
that
he's the
did
guy.
remind me of a good meme though.
Yeah.
Is it a guy?
It's about
There's no control of this
it's about
podcast.
Hazard. It was like Hazard flopping here there in Spain. It was great, bro. They think in the Premier League he was distracting defenders with big bum, but in here in Spain we're very focused.
I don't think that's funny. I don't find it funny at all. I don't get it.
Ever since he got fat, that ass got fatter, boy.
I don't get it. That's so funny.
You're just gonna pipe him now.
Jesus Christ. Hudson, you take control of the podcast.
Tottenham versus Bayern.
You went over that.
Lewandowski. I need to speak about Lewandowski because this
Lewandowski.
man is good.
He's number one. Number one.
He
One big-
was so good in that game. Wow.
Facts.
All of Bayern's goals were nice.
Yeah.
Like not a single one of them was like a deflection
No.
and end it or just a tap in. They were all great goals.
Bayern Munich are scary now. You know?
Are they really though?
Hey!
They are.
Yeah.
I want to see him do it against
This is
someone
them
else.
on the peak of their rebuild seasons.
You know?
Seasons.
Crazy thing about the rebuilds, those big teams that were dominating Europe, all the English teams were ass, all had like massive rebuilds or something like that, and it's only Bayern who got it right.
Have they?
Yay!
Yeah,
Okay, maybe
the
Inter
attacking
too.
side is awesome.
Let's give it to Inter, man.
But the defense is not that great.
Well, I mean,
I-
Sula is good, Pavard is good,
Mhm.
Lucas Hernandez,
Mhm.
Alaba's still young enough to be, and he's still consistent.
Boateng is still decent.
But they need to
Joshua
replace
Kimmich.
Boateng. Though
I
Kimmich
bet
is
you-
great.
I
Sula's
bet
moved
you-
into midfield
I
now.
bet you a team with fast attackers would dismantle him and we all be like, oh my god, what happened? Oh, we thought
You-
Bayern was so good. I know for a
Son.
fact.
Son's quick.
I can
So
see.
dismantle.
Son was good.
But we all
Son
agree.
is-
We all agree that Tottenham's not in the best place right now. Like that's like it's not
Yeah.
like Bayern.
Yeah.
Is, you know.
Facts. I said when we were watching the game, like United wouldn't have conceded 7, and United are bummed.
And that's you know how hard it is
I
to
do
to
think-
yeah, like,
concede
yeah,
I can-
seven goals.
Seven is hard.
You think we'd concede 7?
No, I'm saying 7 was just too much.
It's a lot, bruh.
But I think they gave up also. It was just
Yeah,
like,
Tottenham were just like,
That's
ah.
the mentality. I know for a fact. One ball over the top, everything's in disarray. And plus, if you're playing against a team that can actually score, you can't afford to push forward as much, and it all works out. But that was not. You can't take that and go, oh, Bayern.
But I
they
mean,
were great. They
you
were
have to say
phenomenal.
that's a statement
It
performance
is,
from
but I want to
Bayern.
see them
So
play against
yeah.
somebody else.
yeah, obviously you can't, because then they still could go out in the round of 16 or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I want them in the round of 16. I don't know how we're gonna get it to happen. We'll finish second just so we can get back. I want to finish that again.
But yeah, so then one of the other crazy games was Real Madrid versus Salzburg.
What?
Yo,
No,
Real Madrid versus Bruges. Liverpool versus Salzburg. So Real Madrid versus Bruges. It was the one guy, Dennis.
Draw.
This man is the worst best finisher. in the
Exactly.
game.
Those were
Exactly.
both so
Exactly.
terrible.
Exactly. He's so shit, but so good at the same
But
time.
like touch into kick it into the own goal.
Oh.
How is he
He's like,
always
oh,
on?
and then he-
What is it like?
And the thing is, it's like on accident. But then when he did the second one, I was like, maybe this is on purpose.
This is just his style.
Because
Yeah.
he started to fall. He's like, I'm falling, chip, and then he's fine again. Chips scores fine again, and then disrespects them with Ronaldo celebration.
Yeah, shout
That
out.
was
shout
good.
out, shout out.
I'm here for that. That's
It was
some
good.
that's some top-notch shithousery.
Yes.
The man he was facing
On the
was
highest
oh,
level.
was
Oh,
Yo, Courtois.
Courtois,
shit.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Still angry?
yeah, I'd be angry too.
I'm not angry. Look how he's playing now. No reason to be angry.
But yeah, Courtois, yo, he has been terrible.
Imagine your club subbing off the goalkeeper at halftime.
Yo,
That's just
It's
something.
disgusting, man.
Yeah,
for a
'cause
man
you wanna
called
leave.
Nipple.
Yeah,
Name is
because
Areola.
Guys, come on.
You got what he deserved.
Nipples are fire. I'm not gonna sit here and laugh at them.
Especially the
Yeah, but imagine being
Areola.
But imagine being named a
not
Nipple.
Areola,
Nipples.
The burger nipples.
If you don't know,
Okay, that's
you
the
should
other
know.
FU.
I
That's
like
the
the light
fetish
ones.
universe. That's not this one.
You got the
Uh,
fashion, you've got the fetish, you've
The
got
film.
the film, you've got the fucking what? What?
What is he?
You said it. Why is he acting like he was somebody or what? But yeah, shout out Percy Tau also. Speaking of
Yeah, they got an assist.
yeah, and a
Great
great
assist.
assist.
What's that
Yeah,
got to do with fetish? Shit.
What?
fetish.
He has a
Toe.
fetish for Percy
Tau.
Tau.
Oh.
Dumb Smalls.
Eesh. I'm scared now. I'm scared. But yeah, that game, Irish Madrid flopped. They rebuild.
Oh, terrible. And they're not playing those guys.
Yeah, signs a bunch of guys plays the same team. Lucas Vasquez is awful.
You know what I think?
Great professional. But guys, eesh.
Let me tell you what I think. I think a rebuild. Everybody's got it wrong because they wait for the old class to completely deplete and then replace them with people that are going to be good in a couple of years. I know it's off topic, but it's just on the top of my mind. If you're going to do a rebuild, it's got to be while you're doing well. You start.
You have to start
You don't wait
rebuilding.
for the person. You don't wait for the last dude to.
You know who
Yeah.
did that well? King, Alex Ferguson.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Many times.
Like you wouldn't
Yeah.
mind getting rid of somebody even at the top, if it meant that for the entire battle.
Yeah, for the better of the next
Yeah.
5 years, not just the next.
Which is why Liverpool. What? Let's get it.
I don't know. It's not even time for a rebuild yet. Is Liverpool? I don't know.
You just got there. Why?
Anyway, when everyone else was doing the rebuild, Madrid was like, okay, we just won 3 Champions Leagues back to back
In a row.
Maybe the team is still good. So I understand why they were like
Yeah.
not doing it at the time. Then Ronaldo leaves and you realize, holy smokes, we actually just relied on one guy and everyone else was just,
Yeah.
They were good.
It was probably like just the positivity that he brought.
yeah.
It's like we have Ronaldo, we can
And the
win.
mentality. Ronaldo.
It's like Ronaldo's gone and you're conceding more goals.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense.
Because Ronaldo didn't-
and
Ronaldo
you
didn't
want
help
a
defensively.
goalkeeper to replace him. Technically, right? Because
Yeah.
they did replace
Yeah,
the
yeah.
strike out the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Brought back Mariano.
Yo,
Yeah,
number
he scored
7.
that one goal.
That number's heavy at Madrid. Number 7.
So far, a better number 7 than Hazard.
Hey, so far.
Yo.
How many games he played?
I've been battling in all of them.
How
but
many
I'm-
games has he played?
Like 30, let's just say.
Not, I think it's like 4-ish.
And
Around there.
he's fully fit, right? Like he's at the top of his game right now, right?
I'm still kind of fat.
So that makes him like at the top of his game because he's fat and he didn't have preseason and all that kind of like that means he's not at the top of that means he's at the top of his game, right?
Are you trying to defend
So
him?
yeah,
or-
obviously.
Yeah,
So
I'm
what's your
asking a
defensive
question.
Hazard?
No, I'm just asking a question. I
Also,
don't
when
know.
did we start saying fat, guys?
Fat is an okay word. Let's give it.
I
Let's
don't
take
think
back
so.
the power.
I don't think so.
Take back the power.
Let's take back the power.
Fat's not
From the
that's
studio
not-
presses.
Yes.
Whoa.
Because I'm fat.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not. You're thick.
He played it.
Big bone.
Eesh.
Let's go slim thick.
You know how they, no one else.
Did you call him?
Yeah, no one else.
They watched that happen.
No, they didn't see anything. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes for 10 seconds ago. Yeah.
They got
But
it.
yeah, so. And then
Yeah.
they still managed to come back 2-2, so it's like. You couldn't have even like lost it or won it.
I think it's mentality. I don't think.
But
it's
like the
ability.
amount of celebration just to get back to a draw.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
really?
Real
I think
Madrid.
they
And
call
they were
it
playing at
small
home
team.
though. That was the like it was the
What
worst
was
part.
What do they call it?
What do they call
It's
small-
the
Man
Reece-
United
it's
mentality.
small-
It's a James.
Small team
the Reece James.
What?
Wigan?
What?
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 Small team mentality. That's what they call it.
This is the what podcast. You
He's the
just don't
best.
want to finish your sentences.
Sometimes I understand when people claw back to a draw and it's like, yes.
But when you're Real Madrid against Club
Yeah,
Brugge
that's just embarrassing.
at home,
Yeah.
Up against a guy named Dennis.
And Dennis,
His surname isn't the Menace, dog. So why are you afraid? That's the only Dennis that should really.
what is Dennis'
Dennis
name again?
Bergkamp.
He's not menacing.
What's
It
Dennis'
was
name again?
it was long. It was something I don't
It's
remember.
Bonaventura. What's his
Yes.
first name?
Daniel?
It's like that man is so confusing, bro. He should not.
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel Dennis Bonaventura.
Yes, sir.
Be. Man, come on, guys.
And he's Nigerian.
He is.
I don't know.
We're assuming.
Yeah, because I saw a tweet again. I don't know.
But I'm not assuming he's Nigerian.
I saw a tweet that's like, Real Madrid even have a South African assisting a Nigerian, so xenophobia is done now.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Madrid. Maybe that was the whole.
Please explain.
That was the
who's
master
South
plan.
African? I'm like.
Percy Tau.
Versatile.
He assisted.
Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis.
Who's the Nigerian? Not the Nigerian.
Apparently.
What's that got to do with Madrid? I'm lost. I'm sorry.
No,
This was the Madrid
I'm
game.
lost.
Versatile crossed it in. Courtois came out, and Dennis
Did the
fumbled and
Papa-
somehow.
Like I think Kane did that a while ago as well.
No, Kane's was different.
Kane was different.
is
He was
actually
like
full.
falling.
This guy, I think he just fakes fall. Yeah, fake falls. Fake falls. Fake falls.
If he did, then that's very impressive because he healed it into his other leg and then
Yeah.
kicked it that way, and then Courtois died.
But it like just rolled past Courtois so slowly.
He's
Just
trash.
enough that it hurt.
Courtois.
It hurts.
Courtois trash.
It was
Yeah,
a
he is
very-
trash.
it was a
Yeah.
very
He
sad
was even
game.
trash at Chelsea.
No, he was not.
Ah, wait.
We all know he was not.
They chipped him from like
No way.
5 feet away. I don't know if that's a
Yeah.
good measurement, but
I think
Like his final season though at Chelsea, bro.
He was not trash.
but they chopped him.
Agreed to disagree.
He had like 10 trash games in the season.
Let's agree to
Doesn't make
disagree
him
for real.
trash.
Agreed to disagree.
I disagree too.
That's why.
Yeah, that's what we're agreeing to. We're agreeing to you disagree.
What?
We're agreeing to us disagreeing with you. But yeah, Madrid shaky.
Yeah.
Barcelona, I didn't really watch the game.
Yeah, it was Barca Inter. They came back and won 2-1. The Suarez volley was the goal of the weekend for me. Yo, outside the box, it was just
Suarez
like
does that.
floats above the ground and curves into the bottom corner. Oh, that one was crazy. That was to make it 1-1, and then Messi dribbling around people. Suarez,
Yeah.
great first touch to kill the player. Passes past the keeper. 2-1, done.
Barcelona need a rebound.
They're doing that. They've been doing.
Yeah, they're
every
trying.
Year
No,
they
but
sign
like
six.
you think about what are they doing after Messi though?
Griezmann is
Yeah.
new.
So they're really
Mm.
trying, but we've seen they are disgusting
Yeah.
without Messi.
Even Suarez, like
Yeah, Suarez.
Suarez he's gone.
Suarez is
I
scored
think
his.
He's got like 1 year left,
Yeah,
maybe.
this should be the last year.
It's good the quality doesn't go away. That's why you can pull that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can still do
yeah,
those
yeah.
kind of
But
things.
yeah,
He,
he's gone.
I
yeah.
think the only hope is to build like a more complete team, because that would be the only criticism, right, of the
Yeah,
Barcelona
that
team,
sucks,
is that like they don't have a really balanced, complete team
Mm.
when he's not playing. So
What a shame though. Like after being able to rely on somebody, you've got to like switch everything up. You gotta learn a whole different way of.
Because you can't just
being-
go,
Yeah.
oh no,
Are you okay?
ego.
Is everything fine in your life? I'm
He's
sure
good.
this guy said.
What did I say?
It's like he's going through a breakup or something, man. You have to learn how to be alone when somebody leaves.
I
you,
know I
something
did not
like
say
that.
the word alone.
I mean, run that back. Just press back.
I know I did not say alone.
Yeah.
What's the point that made not a fair point?
I get the point you're making.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
on this rebuilding
Yeah.
thing. I'm like, wow, okay, you gotta switch up the whole thing. You know.
Speaking of rebuild, I don't know if we're going to do the rest of the Champions League games.
We need to at least talk about
Can we
Liverpool.
please do the Chelsea one?
Liverpool.
What?
What do you want to talk about the Chelsea one?
I don't know. Just wanna talk
Okay,
about
yeah,
the
tell
Chelsea
us. What do you want to talk about the Chelsea one?
Good
He
game.
doesn't even want to anymore. He's just sitting there like, oh.
Good game,
Oh,
Chelsea.
we won. We needed to win. So it's
Tammy
good.
scored
He did
on his
score
birthday, so
on his birthday.
Yeah,
Frank
nice.
Lampard got him a cake.
How old is he?
22.
This is when the
And he
dance
scored.
starts,
He
man.
scored on the 22nd minute.
Haha.
Look at that. And Willian, what you were talking about? What's his name? Dennis.
Yeah,
He did like his goals were like
yeah.
was unintentionally intentional. Willian did something similar as well. He hit the ball.
Ah, now
into the
Willian-
ground.
no, he
That
was-
was,
I
that one
couldn't
was
tell.
good. He didn't know it.
No,
it
I'm
was
saying I
lucky
couldn't
because it
tell.
went through the guy's legs. But it's still a good. It's whether it's on purpose or not. It's a
Well,
good
No, I'm
technique
happy.
to bounce
I'm just
in
saying.
the game.
I didn't know.
What
if
is the
it
score?
was
also does
2-1.
that for fun.
The score is 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
22 twos.
22 twos. Wow. Jeez. He needs to explain. He doesn't get it.
Because like 22nd minute, 22.
22nd birthday.
So that's two 22s. They scored 2 goals. 22 twos. 2 22s.
You get
I
it.
feel like you lost it towards the end.
Liverpool
Hello?
versus Salzburg.
Liverpool won. 4-3.
That game was amazing. Wow,
I-
wow, wow.
I
Great
missed-
success.
I missed the second half, which hurts.
Yeah.
So I found a way
Why
to watch
did you
the
miss
highlights.
the second half?
I had to go do something to help someone, you know? Man.
And then you couldn't anyway, and then you
Look
just
at
said
that
line
description.
line
Yeah.
KFC.
I don't
with
like
Jits.
KFC, and I don't even eat chicken,
Tama is a hero.
man.
So shout out to
Hero.
Dama. But yeah, Liverpool
Shout out to
dominated the
Dama.
first half. 3 goals. It was looking easy for them. And then
And then. and then.
it was going on to one of the more iconic Champions League comebacks, even though it wasn't in one of the later stages, just because
Yeah.
of the difference in the quality of the
The coach
teams.
celebrated it 3.
Yo, he did,
When I
bro.
knew they were going to
He
lose,
did
I
them
was
Mourinho.
watching,
Yeah.
knowing the result already, but the moment I saw that, I didn't know, no one told me he'd celebrated like that. I was like, yeesh,
Yeah, so it's
you
like
doomed yourself, bro.
they go
He was
one.
right to do it though.
But he doomed himself. They should have waited until the very end.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
just done laps.
definitely.
Just done laps afterwards.
But like, shout out to that Salzburg team because those guys were good. Also, Hwang Hee-chan, we just need. It doesn't happen very often, but he finished Van Dijk.
Van Dijk had a bad
Oh!
Van Dijk was finished.
Or is that like the second time?
It's like
What?
third time, fourth time. It's in the single digits. You can
Yeah.
count them on your hand how
Van
many
Dijk
times
is
he's been
phenomenal.
finished in his Liverpool career.
Yeah, and he was
Van Dijk
And
is
he
phenomenal.
finished him. Van
I
Dijk
bet
is
you-
gonna say when he's 35 and he's in one of those interviews, who is the toughest player you've ever placed? Hwang
Hwang
He
Hee-chan.
always do that, huh? Like some miscellaneous person.
And like, I think when he woke up, he didn't like see it coming. Like, yo, today I'm.
You
Hwang
know,
also might not have seen it coming because he took off his glasses.
yeah, the moment
Because he's blind.
Blind.
But yo, I mean, Joe Gomez wasn't great. He was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
rusty. He was really rusty.
Yeah.
In
So
that
it-
second
it-
half, both Gomez and Van Dijk were looking
Yeah.
weird.
So if you're gonna have the worst game of your season, you need someone who's, you know,
Not
who's
too
got
stable.
you. Yeah,
Not
Joe Gomez
yet.
is also rusty.
Yeah,
so
neither
if-
of them had each other, so it was
Yeah,
a
he needs
bad
more
game.
game time. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Good
more game
sign,
time
man.
would be good.
But then, so yeah, then they, what's it, Haaland, is that his
Yeah,
name? He
Haaland.
made it 3-3. Nice tap in.
Nice.
I mean, that was good. That's when the coach sprinted all the way down, got a yellow card for celebrating with the players.
Yeah.
And then they lost anyway because that was like the 60-something, 70th minute. It was like,
I honestly think that just showed how good Liverpool are, because I really think that, like, you can let go of it and then still bring it back up. I'm talking about the tempo. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
When you lose it, you're supposed to lose it, and then
Yeah.
they just picked it up again.
Liliverpool's last two
Like,
games, like the one against
They could
Sheffield
have
and this
made it
one.
3-0 if
Yeah.
they actually wanted to, if they really flexed their muscle. They just kind of, you know.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
And then, a little scale, let me fix it. You shouldn't be, most teams wouldn't be able to fix it if you let
Yeah.
go of it.
Yeah, because the momentum was definitely
Yeah.
with Salzburg.
City also do that.
Yeah, City's.
Yeah. So those are definitely big teams. They
Yeah.
get through wins
That's
whatever
how,
it takes.
that's how good they are.
Yeah. So
But that doesn't mean Chelsea can't win the Champions League.
Chelsea can win the Champions League.
Yeah,
Man.
they will.
Salzburg can win the
I
Champions
think
League.
Chelsea's gonna win the
Game
Champions League.
2.
I'm making the call right now. Chelsea's gonna win the Champions League.
Hey,
Oh.
hey.
That Frank Lampard magic. Chelsea's
About
gonna
to
win
collab.
the
Yeah,
Champions
then
League.
we'll do this one after.
How about the
Without
clap?
a doubt.
About to clap.
Chelsea's winning.
Oh, that clap is gonna clap many times. Spanish Giants doing a lot for clout.
Is that-
Signing Coutinho.
Are you just gonna start like that?
The
Oh.
Spanish Giants want clout, bro. You sign Coutinho, it's not working. You let him out. You bring Griezmann for clout. It's also not gonna work.
Clout isn't the way to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then those guys, the Spanish Giants right now, are in a very difficult period. They
Yeah.
still
Let's
have
name
money.
them. Who
Atletico,
who
Barca,
belongs
Real
in
Madrid.
this elite group?
No, but I mean,
As-
Atletico Madrid, you can like put them aside. They're not like part of the
No, no, no.
structure.
That's what
They're
they-
in there. They're
Yes,
in
won
they
La
are.
Liga,
They're not really
they were in the
struggling that
final of
much.
the Champions
Who's
League.
not talking about struggling?
Well, we are talking about
No, but
struggling.
we
The
t- no, no,
downfall
no,
of
no.
Spanish Giants, and
Yeah.
they're struggling.
So Giants, Atletico's part of it.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
but if you
yeah.
say that,
Then Sevilla should be part of them.
No,
too.
Sevilla's not a giant. There's
Well,
no
a giant.
Current
Even
Giants.
though you think about it, when was Sevilla a giant?
Before Atletico, definitely.
No, bro.
They were
Think
always
about
the
it.
third
Atletico
guy.
was
They
more-
were always the third guy.
Atletico's better than when Sevilla was third.
no, but Sevilla like was more of like Europa.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
you
Always
mean
won that.
Valencia? 'Cause
Yeah.
they used to
You
be
You
see
see
back
now
then.
Valencia's a fair.
Oh, so I just mix up all the letters of the alphabet.
Okay, let me say
something.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
okay, I'm sorry. You know what? I'd rather be wrong than have my kids think that I mess up Sevilla and Valencia.
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for
Please
that.
take control.
Sevilla will win in Europa. Same time, not finishing top 4 in their league.
Ouch.
So it's difficult for me to put them in that. That's the only reason they will always. They'd be like, they win Europa, get into the Champions League. That's how they get in, and always
And then
finish
finished
third.
third. So
Always.
it was tactical. They're like, we know we can't do anything here, so we'll just
Yeah.
take it again.
So it's difficult
Emery.
for me to
Unai
judge. But
Emery.
Valencia would win it, with Rafa Benitez, legend. But I think generally, let's just keep it at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Madrid plus
Atletico, Real Madrid,
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
I don't know how it's happening at the same time, but thank goodness it's happening at the same time.
And not like
Yeah.
it's not exactly the same time, because Real
Yeah.
Madrid's was like one season earlier. Then now Atletico, they sold everyone.
That was actually really crazy. Like, whose idea was this? Like, let's rebuild all at once. Get rid of and bring in.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It's like,
Yeah.
It really was too many. It was
It
like
worked out-
7 people out, 7 people in, or
It
something
worked
like
out
that.
way better than it should have. Or for such a,
Mhm.
you could say it worked out, right?
I mean, like they got rid of like quality defenders. I mean,
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
you could say it worked out. I mean, I know it's early in the season, but
Yeah.
it could have been terrible. Like, you shouldn't be
Yeah.
able to replace 7 players.
Yeah, so I mean, we still can. It still can go down that road.
It could, yeah, you're right.
It feels like this can't work the way they want it to.
no.
But
Everything
No,
is not
it's-
lining up with
yeah.
the mandate. Like, even if you, it's new, we're expanding, it's not all lined up as at least as much as it was before. And
Yeah, 'cause-
somewhere, something, you're gonna need a new manager, or you're gonna need to change.
Yeah.
For, like, does
Yeah.
Simeone need to change who he
That's
is?
the
Yeah.
thing with
Or
Atletico.
what?
Their manager is so good.
yeah,
Like, those guys might be new, but they're already bought into the philosophy. Like, they
Yeah.
all track back and they
yeah,
all do what you
definitely.
need them
They
to do.
do what they will for that guy.
Yeah.
He's a good player manager in a way. So, but I feel like it's a bit less drastic for Atletico because they weren't quite as high as the other two.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
So they haven't fallen
Yeah, they
as
haven't
much
dropped
as the other two.
But also, they let out a lot of players who were like important. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
let out
Just
like their guys.
Yeah, dog.
Like
Like
a bunch of
dressing room
starting.
Their whole spine, bro.
Right.
Like, get rid of Godin, get rid of Rodri, get rid of Griezmann. Like,
Lucas Hernandez, who
Yeah,
was
Lucas.
very. Felipe Luis.
then it's like, okay.
Juan Fran left.
yeah, but you
Yeah.
can see now like there's no like old leaders anymore really there.
Yeah, which is
What team has leaders besides like Juventus? In like I think it's rare.
Yeah, it's like all the old players that have been there, like they.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
kept
saying in
them there.
general. In general, I don't know if any teams have like everybody
Teams have
goes,
leaders,
oh, we
man.
need leaders.
Yeah, we have leaders. Inter Milan have
United.
leaders right now, like everywhere.
United.
Inter Milan is a team full of leaders now.
Yeah, Inter Milan's just like a
So
bunch
they've all
of
gone to
leaders.
like one place.
Yeah, all the
you could,
leaders
you
will
could
lead
name like
together.
10
And
teams
that's
that
what
they all
what
join.
PSG missed the most. It's just leaders.
Yeah.
And also a good
You
league.
could-
I feel like, yeah, come on, I
Nice.
mean, come on. You know, they do need a good league, bruh.
Ah.
What do you come here like they don't need a good league?
No, I know, but it's like you protect their whole league.
But the league is,
He said,
Are you
no,
like all the
he said
garbage?
nonchalant and a good league.
they do need a good
Look
league.
at how
They do.
Their league is shit. What?
Bro, leave the farmers alone.
You don't do it as well as I do it.
That was completely
No, why did we do that? No, because he half-heartedly did it. And I'm not saying like,
Yeah, because it's not genuine from me.
yeah, well, there you go. That's why it wasn't as good as mine.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, back to
shut
the-
up,
yeah.
Let's the pie.
Atletico. Shout out to Memphis, but Atletico,
Yeah, you know.
Yes, I look that's a little weird. We'll still see how it's going, but then Real Madrid, theirs definitely started when Ronaldo left.
But you know the
Hit
crazy
it
thing about
hard.
this? Real Madrid are the only proof you need that these guys have all fallen because they're still top of La Liga. Somehow.
Yeah,
They've been horrible and they're
Yeah.
it's like
yeah.
yo
It feels like Real Madrid have been the worst.
Mhm.
And they end up first. Yeah.
Yo, are you guys this bad?
Mm.
Yo, I mean, Real Madrid will buy a lot of people, keep them on the bench. You hear Luka Jovic is being offered out on loan before the season
Yo.
even starts.
That's
Yeah, that
crazy.
was bad. That was really bad.
60 million for a
That's
backup
crazy.
striker who almost went out on
In
loan.
my hair.
Zidane doesn't rate him. I
Yeah.
guess.
So I mean, fair enough. Benzema is quality.
Yeah.
Benzema is still great.
I think he's like fourth in the Champions League all-time goal scorer, or like fifth. Or
He's
something.
up there. He
And I
has
was
like
Benzema.
I didn't realize. I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Magic.
it's like
Benzema.
Ronaldo. Is it Messi,
Messi.
Raul, Benzema,
Yeah.
something like that? Van Nistelrooy maybe.
Yeah, he's
something
one
like that.
higher than, or he's equal with Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, it's something like that. So yeah, Benzema, crazy.
That
But
guy's
then
magic, but
also it's like they brought in Hazard, who's like, that's like he's 28, 29 now as well.
Yeah, that's a weird move for a rebuild.
Yeah, so it's like-
oh my
It is.
goodness. Hazard went at the worst time.
Yeah, he really went to his dream club at a terrible time.
Mm.
Oh,
Like
all of the
Coutinho
whole
is-
squad is
It's very
getting
much
old.
Coutinho-esque. I just
Yeah.
want to mention, I don't know.
So it,
Sorry if you guys don't agree. I guess I'm wrong, but I just wanted to say I don't know why. Felt the compulsion.
Okay, wait. Back to Atletico Madrid. Who do you think? How many players would they need to add to their team for it to be whatever it's supposed
well,
to
the
be?
thing is, it's
Or
hard
is it the
because
kinds of players?
it's, I don't think that they need to add more. They just needed to get rid of less
Yeah.
because
and
they've
do it
added
slowly.
plenty.
Yeah.
So it's like United when we like got rid of like Ferdinand, Vidic, and Evra like all at the same time, like all very close. It's like, how are you gonna do that and expect that to end well?
No, but I think it's just more of like time, like just chemistry.
Fact.
Like,
Yeah,
just,
so
like
you-
just
Mhm.
build it
Yeah.
up.
You need
Yeah,
to
but
do it
like
more
so-
slowly.
But a
It's like
rebuild
whole
shouldn't be
3
like
quarters
this.
of a new team.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
have to wait for. You should, as I said, you should do it
Yeah, so the
in a
point
way
is,
that as Ronaldo kind of leaves, you've got somebody just,
Yeah.
or you change the team.
Like-
But either way, the team
Yeah.
is as good, if
Yeah,
not
it should
better.
either happen rapidly or like gradually.
I'm gonna say that.
Wait, sorry. How can you guys
You can't say sorry, then jump over me. You know what I'm
Rapidly
saying? Sorry,
or
you're not
drastically?
sorry. You're gonna say
No, I am.
Gradually.
Is it Tino Oken off time?
Yeah, you know.
Around now when it happens.
Yeah, but yeah, how can you say it can happen rapidly and gradually? Obviously, it can happen. I don't. What is
Like
what
it
is
was the
the
transition period.
Yeah.
Either you do it slow or you just like do it one time.
But aren't those the only two options? Rapidly or drastically?
well, I mean, it's
No,
a
no, no.
scale. You can do it anywhere in between, but
Yeah.
But I don't.
But I
What's
feel like it's
I don't
better
get it.
to give them time.
yeah.
It's even
So
when you
that's-
buy a new player at a club, you don't just throw them in, unless
Yeah.
you know.
It's hard to. It's rare that you get a player that as soon as the transfer happens, they hit the ground running and they're going.
Yeah.
It's more often like where it's like, isn't it club players are known for like you need to give him
Yeah.
time, like Fabinho, and now he's like a quality CDM.
But I mean, like to be fair, like João Felix, like
Yeah.
he hit the ground. Like
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah, he's done well. and it's technically, according to that weird post about how to say all the names weirdly, which is right, it's like Joao Felix.
Yeah, Joao Felix.
Felix.
Very nice.
Kevin De Bruyne.
The burner.
De Bruyne.
What's that other weird one?
There was lots. I don't know.
Shaqiri.
Big
Xherdan
Shaq.
Shaqiri.
Big Shaq.
Okay, I'll ask the same question for Madrid.
Yeah.
Wait, before out of respect, do you want to carry on with the point you're making?
Okay, thank
Alright,
you.
cool. No, I don't think
What?
you do.
You know I don't. I can
With
watch that.
Madrid, have we gone past it, or can I ask the
No, no,
question
no,
in
no.
regards to
Mhm.
how many players would they need to add at this point, or in the January transfer window?
Like they just
or is it not they need to add what?
they
What's wrong
needed
with
to
the
they needed to
rebuilding?
do it earlier,
Mhm.
and they needed to get more players in for like Modric and Cruz and Ramos. He's getting old. Marcelo. All these. They need to
Mhm.
start replacing these positions.
I will say this: at the time, it looked like the right move. And if we're saying that, you know, you have to balance it out, kinda, Real Madrid have been not the closest to getting it right, but the closest to like the definition of, you know what I'm saying? If you're thinking this is my squad, and I've just done 3 Champions League, like you said, right? And Ronaldo just left, I don't have to do as much work, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get
Yeah.
these kids in, and in 2,
Mhm.
3 years, these kids are gonna be
Yeah,
fired,
so
right? And
maybe
that's
that
what
is
they
true,
did.
and that
Yeah.
could still happen.
Yeah,
and
I
I
think-
mean, we're not. I don't think we're putting enough emphasis on the fact that they lost Ronaldo.
Mm.
So that's never gonna just be a smooth
Yeah.
transition.
Yeah.
And they replaced him with the goalkeeper. Let's never forget that.
The Ronaldo situation is so strange because they lost their best player by far, who they relied on so heavily,
Yeah.
and tried to continue with an aging squad without, you know,
like
yeah.
they basically just try to play with the midfield from there on.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
With Modric and Kroos.
Like Benzema, do your best, and he did his best, but that's
Yeah.
just not even close to enough.
it could have worked. I think.
Bale had stepped up.
Yeah, maybe.
No, but Bale is busy playing golf.
Yeah, yo.
You know you can get injuries from playing golf.
Back injuries and all that stuff.
Repetitive,
Repetitive strain injury.
Yeah, that
RSI.
thing that you get from playing Wii.
Is he any good?
At golf, probably plays
yeah,
a lot.
it should be good, man. I mean,
Okay, but then Barcelona also.
Barcelona's
So-
rebuild has been the weirdest one because you'd think Barcelona wouldn't like struggle with buying players. They're just gonna bring in the youth players. Then for years they don't get youth players.
They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they keep
Yeah.
signing. No, they keep signing so many flops. Then now they buy people, and just start throwing youth players into the deep end. Carlos Perez, go do it.
Yeah.
Ansu Fati, go do it. Sergio Roberto, the whole time he couldn't play center midfield, go do it now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Here's-
weird, but I mean, I'm glad they're doing it while they still have Messi, because
Yeah.
we've seen as he's
Yeah.
been injured how bad it is without him.
It's funny though. I almost
So-
feel like they're a team that if they did lose Messi, with the players that they have, if you had like a run of at least 5 games to get rid of the fact that Messi's no longer there, I think they'd do better than Madrid does without Ronaldo. I do think like if you were to give, I don't know, they have I don't know if they have better players, but I could see Griezmann if that's his team doing, or somebody can make it their own team and they could do well with the Barcelona team. Personally, I think.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
if Messi was out for the season, I think somebody would step up and make it their own team, and then be a pretty decent team. I think.
I don't see that happening.
They still do
Why not?
have a very good
I don't
team
know.
of individuals, but it's
Yeah.
like you need to bring like Neymar back or something massive like that
Yeah.
for it to it would still be bad. I'm saying Neymar wouldn't just go okay easy quick Messi done smooth.
So what's the difference at Madrid? That Hazard didn't like play well from the beginning.
Well, also he
he
wasn't
didn't
there
actually
last
win
season,
Last season, so-
and now he hasn't started well, so that hasn't helped. So
Also, can I say about the Barcelona thing? Like,
Mhm.
they arguably still haven't replaced Xavi and Iniesta,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
they've been trying, and they maybe they have it now with like
De Jong,
Arthur
Arthur.
and De Jong. But it's like, will they ever be that? And now their defense is shaky. In my opinion, I think they have a bad.
Yeah,
probably
their
out of the top
defense
3, they have the
is-
worst. You know, like they this bumhole.
It is. Those guys panic
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so often. So often, PK is gonna come through talk a big game, but on the field he's going to be panicky.
And he never
Like-
has been able to. Sorry.
Okay.
They're lucky they have the best keeper. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
lying. They don't.
no, he-
But
they have a-
you
they have-
could say. You could
they
say.
have a-
that.
He's good.
Top
Like
three.
He's in
top
top.
Yeah.
easily top 5.
You
probably
caught
top
yourself
3.
like
I just don't want to get into it. But yeah, they're good in that regard. But like, I don't see anybody stepping up. You see how the heads drop when Messi's not around.
Yo,
Granado will come through and chow them. Granado will see this is lunch.
Mm.
You know, the face.
Yeah,
Like,
it's literally like the Manchester United theory. Like they were a good team and like until like they lost like Alex Ferguson, and it's like you see how the morale started to
Yeah, and it's just hopefully for the sake of football that Barcelona don't get into like a negative spiral like United. And AC Milan also, they're there with us.
Barcelona, AC
Yeah,
Milan
that's
is
so
so
possible.
hard. We just don't give them, we don't look at them like that. Because every year they sign so many people and then let them go and then bring in a new batch. Like Andre Gomez, Paulinho, and them, they come through for a year. Yerry Mina, then it's like, we fumbled.
But when they leave, because like those, let's say the three that went to Everton,
Yeah.
all of them performed
Yeah, you're right.
in the Prem. And Andre Gomez, for example, was, let's say, okay, Yerry Mina was the least successful, but Andre Gomez could have walked into my midfield, I think.
But you
Andre
don't
Gomez
have one.
Yeah, but he was
So-
good, and it's a Premier League midfield.
Ouch.
He's
I
also a Premier League midfield.
don't. But I'm saying, like, it's the truth. Look at Dean.
Okay, yeah, look at
Look
the
at
same
Dean,
thing. Ish. Yeah.
Great for me. I
Yeah.
wouldn't like put him there as the guy forever because I think that he still has goals somewhere. But what I wanted to say also about the whole Barcelona thing is like the whole team, no leaders. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Busquets,
Yeah.
but PK, good player when he has somebody next to him. Now it's like I have to be the guy. He can't be the guy. Lenglet,
Mhm.
Yeah.
come on.
Even the name,
He's not. He's not
He's
gonna.
good, but he's not the guy.
Yeah,
the
he's
name
not the
doesn't
guy.
even
Like-
leadership.
That's why he
Lenglet
says
is
like that.
Titi, though.
Lenglet. Long
Titi's
legs.
just injury prone and has not really been playing. He's out of the team now.
Are there leaders to sign? Like, can you sign a leader, or do
I
you need to
think-
cultivate a leader
You
based
can
on
sign a
playing
leader,
at the
But
club?
then there's also this thing where there's a leader on the field and a leader in the dressing room.
Yeah.
It doesn't always translate. You could get
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Granit Xhaka, who I'm pretty sure is great off the field as a leader.
I don't know.
But like, no, you
I
hear
mean,
the
he,
players. They
to be
speak so
captain,
highly.
they all like him a
Yeah,
lot.
they
So
speak so highly of him.
I don't
But
pay
on the
attention
field,
to
it's like
Arsenal.
You know what I think that is? Because like I've had a lot of time to think about, especially with the Roy Keane thing,
Mhm.
right? And I'm like, if we're here, right?
Yeah.
Like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us,
Mhm.
we're going out and we're doing this thing,
Mhm.
right? On the field, let's
Yeah.
call it that, right?
Yeah.
I feel like none of us would have any qualms being like, damn, are you slacking? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
pick up your pants or whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? In that situation. So I don't think that it's like a leader on the field that you can sign. It's more of like the environment for that specific thing. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez, and it's a bigger problem than I thought. If you're saying that's the case.
That, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's my theory.
Yeah.
Because like Roy Keane said it himself when he always says, "Size didn't run the dressing room. We did. We were the ones who organized the events."
no,
and
but that's the
we-
thing. It wasn't we as in everybody.
It was okay. The
Yeah.
top senior players, right?
Yeah.
But to take that and put it into my little theory, those were the people who had been around the longest, who knew what the environment should be like, and therefore made
Yeah.
the environment that. So they could be like, "Hey, Gary, run faster."
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
And then Gary would then grow up and then do the same thing. Because
Yeah.
he'd say Roy would take that shit out on me. And then Roy would speak about how he saw Gary graduate type shit to be that
Jeez.
guy.
Oh,
you
wow.
get me? So like
Yeah.
you see that thing around you, and we form that kind of.
And it
I don't want to use
stays.
like almost like in war. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
If we're in
yeah.
war, I'm gonna base you. But I do it. I'm not a leader, but
But you know the thing is,
throw the ball.
the leader you brought up, Roy Keane, is one of those kind of figures. You see, even the way he talks
Mhm.
today, it's
yeah,
not like Messi. Messi leads by example.
Yeah.
Give me the ball, I'll do the thing.
Yeah.
Everyone is like, yeah, let's play.
Okay.
So it's not like he's yelling like, hey, run faster, and they're like, oh hey Messi.
Yeah,
They just see Messi running faster and they're like, oh shit.
I have to do it. I need
Yeah.
to support.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
He raises the standard, and you
Yeah.
can't. You can't.
so
just
until
be-
they get a Roy Keane, even if he's the shittest player in the team, but just because
Somebody who can.
Yeah.
No,
tell you.
like it's like for United as well. I have to bring it up. But I mean, like, you need to bring in players that like will be passionate to play for the team. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, be proud to play for that team. Like,
Yeah.
you see United, you don't have people like proud to play for them. It's like
yeah.
more like
Everyone
good
says
players
that
for
when
it.
they move because that's the script for the the
Yeah.
interview. So it's been a dream to play for United. I love it so
Yeah,
much.
man.
But it's like you
If
can't
we're
have
talking-
Pogba asking for 600k a week to stay at United.
If
Yeah.
we're talking about United, right, and the podcast I hadn't gone into the space in a while,
Yeah.
so indulge me, you know. But what I will say is this: I don't think the problem is having people play for the team. I think it's that the players just aren't good. You know, like people
Okay,
try, man.
yeah.
There are people who try and they try hard,
Yeah,
but they're
definitely.
not good
There's some
enough.
of those. It's just you need some of both.
Exactly.
It's just we right now have some good players that don't want to play for the team, and then some people who aren't so good but they do want to play for the team.
See,
It's
I'd
like-
have an issue with that too, because I don't think they don't want to play for the team. I just think they want to play for a good team. If they want to play for the team, they want to play for Man United when it's Man United, but they don't want to play for this. This isn't what
That's
Pogba
Man-
signed
But then
up
that's
for. The
yeah.
Pogba's
So
the guy
that's
we're talking
but
about.
that's
Yeah.
not
This
that's
is not
that's
him.
not you wanting to play for United. And that's you wanting to play for a
It
specific
could be any
United.
team at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It could-
it's
it could
good.
be any top team.
Yeah.
And you
But I mean,
thought
obviously
you're coming
he
to
has a
United.
special place for United. But it's like
Yeah, if you think about it, like he came there expecting to play next to stars, not to be the only star.
yeah.
So what happens when you have a team of players who are stars elsewhere and they come in and they're just bad?
But
That's on
but
yourself.
also as you said, dude, this whole cultural thing where it's
Yeah.
like even players come in and out, like it just there's a system when you become like a leader and like that is broken and I don't even know where you start.
Exactly.
With that. Like where do you how do you
Yes.
who's gonna be the first like who's gonna be that guy who starts
the
it
balls.
so that the next person can learn from it and you can like I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like you need a manager who's
Yeah.
Because
like,
Will
who
Barcelona-
lets his nuts hang or
Barcelona-
something.
Barca, they
Yeah.
lost that with Puyol.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, then Iniesta
Yes,
and those
that-
gents,
jeez,
they
good point.
had it in their playing style, but they weren't the
Yeah.
type to pass it on to people. Messi
Yeah.
isn't that type.
Yeah.
PK isn't that. So it's just.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you
fading.
raise those
If you
people?
guys would say
Or
that,
do
do you
they-
think
are they naturally
Real
like that?
Madrid would struggle without Ramos if he does leave?
I think they would.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because you see Ramos, he's going to score goals 2-1 at home against Brugge, Bruges, however you pronounce that team.
Yeah.
But he's going to get up and he's going to yell. He's
Yeah.
going to do this to the fans, and everyone is going to be like,
I would
Dog.
say yeah.
without Ramos, no, I can't. I'm just going to.
Yeah, I would say Ramos is like one of those generational talents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see another one like him. And I think that Real Madrid team had many.
Yeah. Same thing with Barcelona.
Facts.
I guess
facts,
that,
facts.
yeah.
Yeah. But then the problem with that is Barcelona lost it somewhere. They had their thing where even though these guys are really good, they'll leave. They'll have people who come in who might not be as good, but it's the system.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna say this. You're probably gonna get angry because it's Pedro. So it's like I feel like he was never that good.
Yeah,
But
I
he
can
worked.
agree with that.
He worked. He was a great replacement for anyone in that team. He was versatile,
If
and it
anybody
just worked.
notices, I'm not angry at all.
So do you agree? Sorry, maybe
I
if
think
it
he was. I
Spoo
think
would've been angry.
he was a good player
Uh-huh.
in a great system. Like it's like some players. I mean, some systems are so good that like, geez, just add anybody to the Manchester City lineup and
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
Zinchenko
close.
works at left back.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
shouldn't,
just
but it
add
does.
that-
And also, that's
just
the
you know,
thing.
yeah.
I think Pep took it with him. And the people that came through after him at Barcelona didn't really have that. They were looking for short-term success.
So you think it comes
Well,
from the manager? Is that
yeah,
is
I think it
is
has to
that
start
it
from the
starts?
top. Yeah, from the top set of structures to make sure that you have.
And yeah,
But everybody then has to go with that, like the
Yeah,
club
that's
and
the
what.
thing.
Like
Yeah.
I bet you Mourinho could bring that if everybody would allow him to do his thing, his way.
Yeah, Mourinho has a bunch of Mourinho players from youth level coming up.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
these other teams, I think Barcelona still have structures for that to happen. But at the first team, they're buying people who don't
Have
fit
that
into
in
that.
Yeah.
And
There
it's
you
just-
go.
it's just messing them up. While Madrid, I don't think they have that at all.
Aside from what Ramos.
Ramos is not even from them.
True.
Sevilla.
So it's just like, just buy someone who can fit in. They're trying to sign young players now, but it's like,
Which is why I'm so excited about Chelsea, because everything you just said, Chelsea have all of that stuff.
I
All of
don't
that.
know.
You don't.
Maybe
Why
they
not?
do.
we'll leave that for another podcast.
Chelsea's gonna win the Champions League.
Chelsea's gonna win
Oh,
the
yeah.
Champions League. You heard it here first.
Chelsea.
We all agree, definitely. This is the FU's message. Chelsea's winning the Champions League. United are also getting knocked out in the group stages of Europa League. This is gonna be weird. I'm gonna do Spoo's part of the outro as well, I guess. You know,
I tried that.
R.I.P.
I
Spoo.
tried that
on the fantasy league. It's weird, eh?
It's so difficult.
Spoo.
Hey guys, wait. You mentioned a review for the guy to the left.
Oh,
You
yes.
still
Quick.
left of me.
Oh.
How to go first?
What would Smooth say?
Out of 10.
What is it? Vocal projection. What did he say?
Your projection.
Voice projection, voice projection.
Hi guys. I'm gonna say just comment below.
Yeah, let us know, you know,
What do you
about
think?
the debut.
Typical man.
We'll
For the,
keep-
like, maybe one
Bye.
person that made it to the end of the video. And also, don't forget about the 100 likes and we'll show you the meme. Ha! We'll get there in 3 years.
We'll also show you our peepees.
So,
Get 100 likes.
yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Do anything for cloud. Do anything for cloud.
We'll leave it at that. Okay. Peace.
Out.
Out.
Out.